Sun is shining, golf courses are full of activity. The Vancouver Golf Tour is in full swing. Yes, Weekend Tee is back. The Vancouver Golf Tour is out at Harrison Mills, where Sandpiper Golf Course is once again hosting the Johnston Meier Insurance Sandpiper Open, and that is where we find VGT Commissioner Fraser Mulholland. Commissioner, it's always a great visit at Sandpiper, but I think nobody's enjoying it more this weekend than Jeevan Sahota. He fired an opening round 7 under 65. How good has this young man been early on this Vancouver Golf Tour season?
Incredible. I don't think we've ever seen a start on the Vancouver Golf Tour this strong. Jeevan, in his first event, was leading after day one, came top 5, and then he's rattled off 3 straight wins. Incredible performances, a 7-shot win last week at Green Tee, 65 leading again, 3-shot win, a 3-shot lead over a number of players. Bryce Barker from Vernon, BC, Con Lee from Green Tee. Bryce is actually playing some great golf too, who just qualified into the finals of the U.S. Open. But Jeevan, what a remarkable story. A young player who at the age of 6, 8, and 12 won 3 World Junior Championships. He's got the pedigree to take his game to the next level. We've interviewed him a number of times, and he is just getting into his stride this year, and he's ready to tackle on the rest of the season on our tour and beyond through to PGA Tour Canada, PGA Tour America.
Commissioner, looks like another gorgeous weekend out at Sandpiper. Let's just talk about the golf course itself and heading into round 2 today.
Oh, it's in beautiful shape. You know, the spring here in the Lower Mainland hasn't been great. The last sort of 7 to 8 days have been beautiful. The golf course is really rounded into shape. The greens are slick. They're a little firm. The golf course, it's such an idyllic setting. You know, whether you're bringing your corporate tournament out here or you're holding your wedding or you're just staying at the cottages, it really is a true destination golf resort.
Hey, buddy, let's switch gears for a second and talk about our friends from Golf BC and Nicholas North. They are gearing up for a big tournament next month for women golfers in our province and Canada, which, of course, the Vancouver Golf Tour is a large part of. Let's talk about what's going to happen up there.
Yeah, we're excited. This is our 19th season, Jay, with the Vancouver Golf Tour. We're proudly sponsored for 19 straight years by IGA Stores of BC. We wouldn't be doing this without them, and we would not be running the BC Women's Open without the support of Golf BC Group, thanks to Rena Rennie and her team from Golf BC Group, and obviously to Nicholas North this year, where we're holding the championship, to Andrew Smart and Gavin Eckford, and their support of this event. It's going to be a fantastic 3 days of golf, June 5th to the 7th. We've got some of the most accomplished young female golfers in Canada in the field already. Ellie Zarek, who was last year's champion, Ha-Young Chan, last year's amateur champion, and then a number of players from Golf Canada who are ripe to try and, you know, make their mark in the local circuit, which is part of the She Plays Golf series across Canada, and their chance to try and break through and try and get a spot into the CPKC Women's Open later in August.
Commish, what's the Vancouver Golf Tour season looking like, and who are some of the golfers that we should be keeping our eye on now that Illyrian Zali, who I know is playing this weekend, is actually roaming the fairways full-time on the Challenge Tour over in Europe after he dominated play locally last year? I know you talked about Jeevan, but I know there's some other golfers as well.
Yeah, I mean, Bryce Barker is definitely one to watch. He's been inching his way through competitive golf, both through our tour. He's become one of the top 4 or 5 players on our tour week in, week out. You know, he's been taking off down south in the winters and playing on some of the mini tours there, having some success there. He is really getting better every year. So we've got our radar on him. If you look at Kevin Stinson, still one of BC's most accomplished golfers, a national champion and the PJ side of things. And, you know, I would say that, you know, a number of the other younger players, Illyrian, of course, we're looking forward to seeing him today for his second round and next week at the Surrey Open. He's one to watch for beyond the VGT because he does have Challenge Tour status. He went through all 3 stages of the European Q School. He's ripe to get back out on that tour. He's had a tough start to his career on the Challenge Tour, playing 7 or 8 events and only making 1 cut. But he's excited to get into the European side of the Challenge Tour, where I think he's going to be more comfortable with the grass and get started to play back where he was playing last year on our tour, winning 8 times. So excited that we've got 26 tournaments on our championship schedule. We've got an exciting announcement coming soon for the Vancouver Open Championship in August at 3 of Vancouver's great city golf courses. And we're excited to see the golfers come through our channels again.
Commish, have a great weekend out at Sandpiper. And when we do our next segment of Weekend Tee, you're going to have to tell me if this is the year that JM Media's very own Kendall Payne breaks 80 on the golf course. We will save that, though, for our next interview.
Oh, you'll know about it.
There he is, the commissioner of the Vancouver Golf Tour, Fraser Mulholland. It is an
Nice.
absolutely beautiful drive when you go out to Harrison Mills to play Sandpiper. And the Vancouver Golf Tour, as Fraser said, another full season ahead and another full season of Weekend Tee.
Yeah, it's nice to see it's back. It's that time of year, folks.
It is, yeah.
Get out there, enjoy the weather. Thanks so much.